Welcome back to the Welcome back to the Legally Blind Nerd. I'm Andy, and this is your blind tech news for the week of April the 13th. So I'm on a website called Cool Blind Tech. This is where all these stories are coming from, and I will be putting the links to these stories in the description below. Quick reminder before I start reading the stories, I am visually impaired. I'm using a magnifier to read these stories so I can see the stories easier, and sometimes it jumps, so I may lose my place fairly easy. So please bear with me during the video, and let's get started. So the first story is a software developer makes coronavirus statistics websites accessible for the blind and partially sighted. Okay. A Boston-based software developer wanted to make COVID-19 stats accessible. He created a website that would be easily readable by electronic braille readers and other assistive devices used by the blind and partially sighted. Next paragraph. Tyler Littlefield, a software developer based in Boston, has created a database of COVID-19 statistics meant to be accessible to the visually impaired. Next one. This is called thie.stats.net. The site organizes up-to-date COVID-19 data in simple charts, specifically designed to be legible to a range of aid devices the visually impaired use to access websites. For Littlefield and many other people with visual impairments, trying to stay updated during the COVID-19 pandemic has been a challenge because many of the commonly shared charts and graphs are inaccessible, including those from the CDC and the Department of Public Health. Many people with various types of disabilities, graphs and the information conveyed in them is hard to read and understand, Littlefield told Vice. I believe in the idea, this is in quotes, he is quoted in saying, I believe in the idea of open data that everyone can access to help make informed decisions. Finding the Slack, I created CV Stats to present the data to users in a straightforward way, free of ads, clicks through news articles, and graphics. He is quoted in saying that whole paragraph. One of the main obstacles in making COVID-19 information more accessible are the conventions of modern web design. With a profusion of autoplay videos, pop-up windows, and animated inserts, many modern websites make it difficult for Braille embossers to scan a web page and convert its content into a Braille printout. Another quoted statement, clutter is the enemy of tactile legibility, Naomi Rosenberg of the accessibility firm Lighthouse told Vice. Another quoted statement, for each of these, a blind reader is at the mercy of the designer, writer, or educator to produce quality graphics, concise image descriptions, or properly formatted tables, Rosenberg said. One possible alternative to visual graphs are sonification curves, which translate graph lines into rising and falling sounds to try and convey a similar sense of magnitude, something that an aid device won't be able to do without simple and accessible data. Another challenge according to Sassy Outwater hyphen White. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. Executive Director of the Massachusetts Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired, is that many healthcare facilities don't post clear or accessible information about their policies. For instance, some drive-through testing sites only allow private vehicles, not taxis or other commercial vehicles, which would be important for a visually impaired person who can't drive themselves to know before planning a visit. The moment that, another quoted paragraph, the moment that I heard everything was going drive-through, I kind of had a cringe moment. Because other than in the hospital, there's really no other way to access that testing, and for many in our community, including myself, who are immunocompromised, I think that's how you say that word, that puts us at a much higher risk. Outwater writes said. Another quoted statement, we don't get the benefit of staying in our car. We don't get the benefit of trying to continue to social distance. We have to go in. Okay, so like I said before, the link to this story will be in the description below. And this is the website with the accessible stats, cvstats.net. So the site looks really nice from what I'm seeing so far. Accessible COVID-19 statistics tracker. And it goes into details about the site. It gives you global stats, country stats, breakdown of stats in the United States, and there's a changelog. This is awesome. Check this out more later. Let's move on to the next stories. Okay, so our next story is a video game. A video game called Moving Out is coming with accessibility options and assist mode on April 28th. Moving Out, the cooperative couch carrying game from Team 17, is expected to arrive at the end of the month on a variety of consoles before the April 20th release date, though a new trailer has been dropped that shows off a variety of incredibly thoughtful accessibility options, included in the game alongside a helpful and easy to grasp assist mode. Check it out below. So there's a video on the trailer. Again, story link will be in the description below. Accessibility options in video games are important, and Moving Out has incorporated them. Players can use the scalable UI to adjust the size and positioning of HUD elements dynamically, and a dyslexic-friendly text mode swaps the default text of the game with a clearer and less stylized set of fonts. These two things that they just stated here, for somebody who is visually impaired like I am, being able to resize the HUD elements of the game would be very helpful. Of any video game, would be the most helpful thing that a video game designer could implement at all. And then the next thing that it said is the fonts for people with the dyslexic friendly text mode. That will also help the blind and visually impaired gamers like myself, because if we can't read the fancy style whatever text that they have in the game, then we can change the text to the clearer text that they're going to implement in the game, and that will be, those two things together will be a very huge help to those of us who can't see very well. Let's continue reading. Where did I leave off on? Where did I leave off on text mode? Okay. Sorry, I was text. Okay, here we go. So that's all the fonts. There are also full subtitle options for all in-game speech. Keyboard controls can be fully remapped as you see fit, and there are a variety of preset controller profiles available, including left-handed and right-handed only configurations. If you want more gameplay related assist features in moving out, you'll want to use the assist mode. Toggling this adds a bevy of helpful gameplay adjustments that can make the experience much smoother, from increased time limits, which would be helpful to those of us who can't see very well as well, and lighter items to less difficult level layouts and level skip features. Moving Out is set to launch on April 28th for PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PC. That sounds really cool, and I think I might definitely check out this game just to make a video on the accessibility features for my other channel, The Low Vision Gamer. Okay, I have one more story from this website, and that is a Google story. Google finally launches Braille Keyboard for Android devices. Google announced on Thursday the launch of a virtual Braille keyboard for Android that's designed to enable those with low vision or blindness to type on their phones without additional hardware. The tech giant says it collaborated with Braille developers and users to create it, and to ensure it can be used anywhere a user would normally type, including social media, text messaging, and email apps. Google previously developed and released BrailleBack, an accessibility service for Android that helps users make use of Braille devices, but BrailleBack didn't offer on-screen typing. The new Braille keyboard, which will roll out to devices running Android 5.0 or newer via an update to the Android Accessibility Suite on the Google Play Store, is activated with a 3-finger swipe up on the screen. It supports Braille Grade 1 and Grade 2 in English, with additional languages to follow, and it can be turned on or off as simple as switching between international keyboards. The keyboard uses a standard 6-key layout, and each key represents one of 6 Braille dots, which when tapped makes any letter or symbol. For example, tap dot 1 to type letter A, tap dots 1 and 2 for letter B, tap dots 1 and 4 for the letter C, tap dots 1, 4, and 5 for letter D. A swipe left deletes a letter, while a 2-finger swipe left deletes a word. Swiping right adds a space, while two fingers swipe right or up inserts a new line or text respectively. Quoted statement: today, Braille displays make typing accessible on most phones and computers through a physical Braille keyboard, but it can be time-consuming to connect an external device each time you want to type something quickly on your phone, wrote Android Accessibility Product Manager Brian Kemmler in a blog post. As part of our mission to make the world's information universally accessible, we hope this keyboard can broadly expand Braille literacy and exposure among blind and low vision people. The Braille keyboard is the latest accessibility effort from Google, following on the heels of others announced at the tech giant's I/O 2019 developer conference. Okay, so those are our 3 stories for this week. I hope that you guys enjoyed. All the links are below in the description. If I read too fast for you guys, please let me know, and I will try to do it slower the next time. And if you want to read yourself, these stories are in the description below, as I stated before. Anyways, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. I'll be doing tech stories like these once a week, and more content is coming for the channel for sure. I just haven't decided on what to do other than tech stories for the blind. Out of all the articles that I read today, I think the one that most excites me is the game, being a gamer myself. So I can't wait to see how much the game is going to cost, and if I can get it, I want to try out the accessibility features and make a video of them for my other channel, Television Gamer. Link below as well. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and stay safe during this whole pandemic times. Thanks for watching.